if you had to go 3,000 miles over there, over that terrain, you could look after yourself.
Yeah.
If you sprained your ankle, you could sort it. If you need to find herbs, if you need to find rest, if you need to find water, you take fire with you. You take certain herbs, certain medications. You could make that, and that means you're a warrior. If you have to do it with 100 of you, then you're not a warrior. You're a soldier.
Yeah.
The warrior is 10 warriors is worth 200 soldiers.
Yeah.
10 warriors.
Yeah.
One bear. 300 people off.
Yeah.
So 10 warriors, give me 10 warriors, I've got 100 soldiers, we'll kill you.
Yeah.
We'll just kill you.
Yeah.
Because we can run over that and fight. You've got to be in a straight line with a lance.
Yeah.
You've got to be on horseback with a sword. It's like, we jump on rocks. That's why the Romans built a wall. They said, we can't fight these people, build a wall. Keep them out. They had to build a wall to keep the Scots out.
Yeah.
They couldn't beat them.
Yeah,
They beat everybody on the planet.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Everybody on the planet subjected. Couldn't beat them.
Yeah.
They fight dirty.
Yeah.
We've been wandering for 3 or 4 days. We've killed something. We've come here and we go, let's make camp here. Why? I feel safe.
Yeah.
We've got good surroundings. That. We can see over there. The weather's coming from there. A good place to be. So where do you feel safe? Whereabouts in here?
I
feel it here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right here. So
Yeah.
that's your gut brain.
Yeah.
Right? Would you trust that more than anything?
Yeah.
When you get that feeling, you know, like,
yes.
Yeah.
You just know where your head stays.
It's backed up what you've maybe hopefully thought at the top.
So anytime you think things are bad, anytime you think things are catastrophic, anytime you think life doesn't like you, you've got to go to that place and you go, from there's 36 opportunities and I'm going to come out. And that's why you can't fight me, because that's what's inside me.
Yeah.
The
Is that icosahedron?
Yeah.
It will just explode in 36 different directions.
Like
and
a coiled bulb, isn't it?
Each one of them
I was just
anatomically tooled, and each part of the anatomy can work from any place.
Yeah.
It's the secret of the opening flower.
That is the secret of the opening flower.
So that then leads back to the question: how would you see it playing out between 100 men and a silverback gorilla against a silverback gorilla?
I'd back the gorilla, mate. I'd back the gorilla. Because the fact that there's 100 of you, there's only a few of you can get at me at one point.
Yeah. So you're putting yourself as the gorilla.
I'm the gorilla. I've got me back against the wall. You think you've got me cornered, but I've took 2/3 of you away. You can only attack me with that. So they're getting away. When I kill one of you, he's going to get in the way. You getting to me.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And if I take on that mentality, there's only another 98 to go. What's the difference? And we all have that place inside of us. It's in your DNA. I try and put metaphors into my training. Not that it ever went very far. I was always trying to put anatomy in the training. That never went any far anyway. But one day, so we're down in the causeway, 3 or 4 pints in. So how can I improve my targets, Dennis? You know, I said,
You're in the wind.
what do you do as a job, Martin? He said, well, I'm a butcher. I said, oh, a butcher, yeah, the butcher around the corner. He said, no, you don't know what a butcher is. So tell me what a butcher is then. No, I want to know. But that was my job. So you're a golfer, I don't play golf, so show me what a golf swing is. Oh, no wonder you're caught. Of course it's going to strain your back.
Yeah.
So I'd learnt modelling from NLP.
Yeah.
So you model something, look inside it and go, right, you're not doing this with it. If you had that skill and put it over there, it'd be a very potent skill. So I said, so what does a butcher do? He said, well, you've got all the prime cuts. He said, if I cut a fillet wrong, it's not worth £5 a throw.
Yeah.
It's down to 3. He said, I'd get the sack for that. He said, you've got to cut this, you've got to leave so much fat on, you've got to cut through the sinews, you've got another way, you know, your blade's sharp so you don't go through that. This doesn't cut, that doesn't cut. I said, you'll be dangerous. He said, what do you mean? I said, yeah, dangerous, man. The way you have to go around, because a big one of them beef would be hung on the pegs, and he'd have to cut the leg off and cut it off right, so he didn't cut through the best part of the piece. He cut through a sirloin steak there, right? So when he come the next Monday, I said, put a wooden knife in his hand. I said, butcher him. Well, this knife went all over the place, floored, because he was doing his job. Now go back to training.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's what we
yeah.
do. That's what techniques does to you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what technique does to you.
Yeah.
Withdrawal. I know if I go boo, you'll withdraw.
Yeah.
If I can keep moving, I've finished the fight.
Yeah.
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 It doesn't matter how big you are.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, definitely.
And see, you pick up some. I pick those up, and you don't know I pick them up because I reached for the bottle and I'm ambidextrous, so I got those, right? And then I could. So I've got this wine in my hand. So if I throw the wine at you,
Yeah.
even though it's wine, you'll go backwards.
Yeah.
You'll still go backwards.
You don't go more.
Yes. So even if I threw them, see the response I got.
Yeah.
Now if I jumped, then I've took you.
Yeah.
I've took you.
Yeah, yeah.
And you go, that's cheating, and you go, there's no cheating in life. There's no,
Cheating's always possible.
I'm sat here drinking my wine, he comes and wants to take my wallet off me, and my dog, and my stick.
Yeah, that's cheating.
That's cheating. If you have this feeling, nobody's going to push you off that rock. I'm determined. I'm determined. So mental illness, you've got to get those pictures and change them. I'm not saying they're not understood. When you look at the work that Panda does, he changes people's pictures. When you look at the work we do, you get a somato emotional release.